Konmasuru, my fellow Noel Knights, and welcome to my channel. I'll be your bartender for today, and I'll be making a cocktail for our favorite muki Danchou Shirogane Noel. Now, Noel is a big vtuber who is a big drinker, has big muscles, and has a big heart. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. She's a secret flair simp and a not so secret Subaru simp, but really I would say that she loves all of HoloLive. Her voice is so soothing, and her little yet frequent pun moments always lead to hilarious situations. Her birthday is coming up, so this cocktail is dedicated to her. Happy birthday, Noel. Now, one of my most favorite parts of watching Noel is actually her little chestnut mouth that comes out when she's surprised or angry. It always makes me laugh when I see it. And as you may know, Noel is actually a very talented singer. My favorite song that she did was Goodbye Declaration, going to karaoke. Some might call her version the true Goodbye Declaration. And of course, her favorite food is gyudon. So I hope to be able to come up with a cocktail that pairs well with beef bowls. So let's talk about today's cocktail and the ingredients. Now, when you think of Noel, the first beverage that comes into your mind is milk. For no apparent reason. Noel has even released a milk liqueur recently, which is pretty interesting, but I haven't been able to get my hands on that just yet. I still wanted to incorporate milk into our cocktail. However, milk is pretty hard to add to cocktails because most alcohols and citrus juice will curdle the milk instantly, which makes it quite unpalatable. However, it turns out that there is an advanced technique that utilizes the curdling properties of milk, and it's called milk washing. So what you do is you take an acidic cocktail and you pour it over the whole milk, and that'll curdle the milk almost instantly. And that curdling process captures impurities or bitter particles in the cocktail. You then strain out those curds and you end up with a clarified cocktail. This is very similar to how I clarify my citrus juice. In the end, you get a very clear cocktail that is much smoother and has a very silky mouthfeel. And I think that technique will work perfectly in our cocktail today. Now for the ingredients, we're going to need Noel's Potion or a gin of your choice. And we're going to need what's called Cocchi Americano. This is a type of fortified aromatized wine, which means they take regular wine and they add more alcohol and more flavor to it. And this stuff tastes pretty good on its own. Like, I don't usually enjoy sipping any type of alcohol by itself, but I could drink this straight or pour it over a soda as a spritz. Yeah, it's like very sweet, sour, fruity, a little bit of bitterness for contrast, and yeah, it's just super delicious. If you get it, try it out. Next, we'll need some simple syrup. You could try any type of fruit-infused syrup if you like. I just have regular right here. And we're going to need fresh lime juice. Now, usually I use my clarified lime super juice, but since we're doing a milk clarification right now, fresh will work just fine, and it might even turn out better because, you know, fresh is fresh. We're also going to need lemon bitters and saline solution. For our milk clarification, we need whole milk right here. We only need a little bit, but I had to buy the whole gallon. Oh well. You can try using, you know, whatever milk you have on hand, like maybe 2% or something. I probably wouldn't recommend less than 2% because the fat is pretty important for the clarification process, but I just got whole milk. And for garnish, what I have here is a foam, Earl Grey Yuzu foam, which is made with egg whites, Earl Grey tea, and Yuzu liqueur. Now, this stuff isn't for everybody because the idea of eating raw egg whites on its own probably doesn't sound very appetizing to many people, me included, but this does add an extra level up to your cocktail if you do use it. So you'll see in the finished product, you'll see, but yeah, this is an optional step. Now let's build the cocktail. This is not going to be done in a shaker. It's mostly going to be mixed together in a mixing glass and such, so you want things to be as cold as possible. Keep your glassware in the fridge to let it chill, and possibly even your ingredients. Okay, now we're going to pour in. Oh, and I'm going to be making a double batch for the cocktail. So everything I'm going to do is going to be double, but the recipe that I write down and what I'm going to say is going to be for a single serving. So you can, scale up or scale down as much as you want. The reason I'm doing double is because when we filter this, the filter is going to absorb some of the cocktail. So if I only make one serving, it might absorb too much of the cocktail and it won't be, it won't look right with the serving size. So I'm just going to do a double just to make sure that I have enough. First, we're going to add to our mixing glass 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup. Remember, you can use fruit syrup or whatever syrup you have on hand. I just have regular. So pour it in the glass. Next, we're going to add 3/4 of an ounce of Cocchi Americano. Okay, now we're going to add 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice to the mixture. Fresh lime juice. This will be about 1 to 2 limes, depending on how juicy your limes are. So, in those. Now, 1.5 ounces of our Noel potion. Okay, now for the lemon bitters, 2 dashes. And for the saline solution, 2 drops. Okay, take a spoon and give it a little mix. Just to make sure everything's incorporated. Okay, now in another container, we're going to pour our whole milk. We need to have about 40% of the cocktail's volume in milk. So in our case, it works out to be about 1.5 ounces. So that's handy, pretty nice round number. Okay, so add 1.5 ounces of whole milk to the other container. Okay, now comes for the actual milk washing. We're going to take our cocktail and we're going to pour it directly into the milk. You don't want to do it the other way around because since this is the bigger volume, we want to make sure that all this liquid gets in contact with the milk to fully curdle. So this just gives us a bit more control. There we go. Okay, as you might be able to see, the milk is curdled almost instantly, hopefully trapping all the unwanted bitter compounds or impurities in our cocktail, such as maybe the lime pulp and stuff. Okay, and now we're going to filter it. What I have here is a glass container and a strainer, and for our filter, I have a moistened coffee filter on top of a nut milk bag, or you could use cheesecloth. Yes, this is called a nut milk bag. Could they have come up with a better name for it? Maybe, but it's literally a bag meant for you to strain out the debris from nut milks like soy milk, almond milk, oat milk, whatever you have it, you use the nut milk bag. Yes, this is truly perfect for Non-Stop Nut November, isn't it? But enough of that. We're going to take our cocktail and we're going to pour it into this filter. Now it's going to start dripping into the container. The first about minute of drips will be still cloudy, so you want the cocktail to flow through for about a minute, and once it starts to flow clear, then you're going to transfer the filter over to another container, and you're going to re-pour all that old filtered stuff back into the filter. So it will have a chance to stop being so cloudy, and in the end, you'll end up with a clear cocktail. This process can take up to an hour or two, depending on the volume. So I'll see you guys when this is finished. We're back, and with the magic of editing, we have the fully filtered cocktail right here. Let's take a look at it. It's crystal clear. If you scroll back to when we first mixed the unfiltered cocktail, you could see it's, you know, very yellowish and cloudy because of the fresh lemon juice. But now, man, it's almost like water. Now, because it's lost its chill from filtering, you do want to filter in the refrigerator, but you know, after some time it's not as cold anymore. So we do want to re-chill our cocktail. So add ice to your mixing glass and pour in the cocktail. Doing the milk filtration, we've already actually diluted our cocktail a bit because after straining out the curds, the milk whey has remained. So hey, you've added a bit of protein to your drink, gotta get them gains. So we don't need to stir it as long to dilute it. We just want to get the temperature down. So stir this for about 10 seconds, I'd say. Okay, now we're gonna add our filter. And we need to take our serving glass, this is a rocks glass, and we're going to add ice to it, but not just any ice. I've leveled up my ice making game for this cocktail, and I've made clear ice. Now, clear ice is a way for bartenders to up their, you know, presentation by, you know, an extra step. Clear ice is just looks much prettier. I mean, take a look at this. It's like Jello. It looks like Jello, and it also helps chill your cocktail much better because it's much more even. It's totally see-through, and it looks absolutely stunning in the glass. So let's add it to our glass. Now, clear ice is a bit of a hassle to make, and you know, it takes a lot of time, so it's not for everybody. This is just a really cool thing you can do for your drinks, but I'll add some references in the bottom. Now, we're going to strain out our cocktail into the glass and watch the ice disappear. Now, my clear ice isn't the best, but hey, look just how much better it makes the drink look. It's like totally transparent, matches the clearness of our cocktail, and it just adds an extra awesome layer to it. Now for our final garnish, we're going to add in our Yuzu Earl Grey foam. Please behave this time. Wow. All right, yeah. I think I did a good job this time. Look at that. It's almost like it's like a beer. You got that, you know, the head of foam from the beer, but yeah, this is flavored with Yuzu and Earl Grey, and it will just help transform the drink into something next level. And there you have it. Now, this is definitely one of the most beautiful and stunning and complicated cocktails that I've made on this channel so far, but yeah, it looks great. My hard work paid off. I couldn't think of a really clever name for it, so I'm just gonna call it the Shirogane. It's a beautiful cocktail, perfect for the beautiful Noel. Now let's taste. I'll give the foam a sniff. This smells like a hamster's butts. I mean, iced tea. It smells like iced tea. Let's give it a taste. Oh, yeah. That milk washing gives this cocktail a super velvety mouthfeel. I can't really taste the alcohol burn from it anymore. It's like super smooth, silky, rounded. Yeah, you get the sweetness and sourness from the Cocchi Americano, that fresh limey citrus from our lime juice, and the foam just adds some tea notes and yuzu notes, and I've said before, tea goes really well with gin. Anyways, thank you for watching. Please leave your birthday wishes for Noel in the comments down below. If you have an idea for a cocktail based on Noel, maybe something along the lines of Noel milk, I don't know, please let me know. Happy birthday, Noel. I hope you have many, many more, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Cheers, and thank you.